Go.
Hi. Thank you all for helping us make the girls comp a big success next Saturday. I'm making this video more than a week early so you have time to watch it. I'll try to be brief and make this fast and give you an explanation of all the workouts that we're doing and how the standards need to be met, so you have time to watch it between now and then, and we won't have to meet extra early that morning and try to answer a bunch of questions and explain everything when it's getting busy in here. So, workout, first of all, there's gonna be 45 to 48 teams. They're gonna go 3 teams at a time, like a cannonball style or whatever you call it. So let's say team 1 is gonna do WOD 1 first. 15 minutes later, they rotate and do the second WOD. 15 minutes later, they rotate and do the third WOD. 15 minutes later, they rotate and do the last WOD, the fourth WOD. Then they're done. They're done for the day. So it's that style of a competition. We'll have 3 teams going at a time in each event. So that's a lot. That's 4 WODs happening, 3 teams doing each WOD. That's gonna be 12 teams out there. It's ladies, all ladies comp, RX partner with a scaled partner. So they're gonna be doing the same movements, but an RX version and a scaled version. I've planned it out. I think we have enough room. We'll be fine. As long as we're cognizant that we're not like backing up into someone who's lifting a barbell. As long as we stay tight with our team and keep our periphs open, we won't get in anyone's way. A couple of the workouts have just a dumbbell and a sandbag and a box, so they won't take much room at all. So I'm gonna go over the workouts real quick. The first one is wall walks, pull-ups, and V-ups. The RX ladies will do regular wall walks. We will have this area here in the rig, like 3 or 4 spots on the rig open. These boxes will be out of the way. I'll have a tape line at the 10-inch mark, and we'll have a tape line right on the seam of the floor, just to make it easy for you guys to identify where their hands are. Normal wall walk standards, the RX ladies have to go all the way back, touch the 10-foot stripe, or the 10-inch stripe, and then come back down, just like we did in the open. And the scaled women will do the scaled version, where they just have to start with their hands here. They have to get their hands behind the line and then back out, all while their feet are on the wall. So you guys know how that works. The pull-ups, the RX ladies will be doing regular pull-ups. Scaled women will be doing jumping pull-ups. So before they get started, we'll either get boxes out for them or plates or whatever it takes. We'll ask them which bar they want to use. You know, their head needs to be approximately 6 inches below the pull-up bar. So that's probably like this, right here. You know, the standard is they just have to extend at the bottom. So all the way down, jump and get that chin over the bar. They don't have to do any of this silliness in between their reps. They can, but that's a waste of time. They should just go straight down and straight up. So full extension every time. Make sure you're no-repping people if they're rushing and they're not going down all the way. Their elbows need to be locked out at the bottom. That's crucial. Also, chin has to be over the bar. If they're missing it, give them one quick warning if you think they're not getting their chin over the bar, and then start no-repping them. The third movement for RX women is V-ups. 2 legs, 2 hands. So the standard is they'll have a mat. We'll have mats down here. Both hands must touch the floor every rep. Both heels must touch the floor. And they literally have to touch their feet every rep. So both hands, both feet, all the way up just like this.
So they don't have to touch their toes?
Their feet, not their toes. They touch their feet, it's fine. The scaled women will do 1 leg. So 2 hands, 1 foot. 2 hands, other foot. And back and forth like that, okay? So they complete a round. RX woman will complete a round as fast as she can, and then the scaled woman will complete a round. And they do that for 8 minutes, I think. Okay? So they'll have about 7 minutes of rest for you guys to write down their score, send them on their way. They're gonna come on down this way. We'll have 3 ski ergs set up. Here, here, and down there. I'll probably get those GHDs out of the way, so we'll have more room here. We'll have 3 stations, ski erg, and each ski erg will have 2 barbells right here. One is for the scaled lady, one is for the RX lady. Okay? We should have enough room. It's 30-second increments, so the RX girl will go first. She has 30 seconds to complete 4 ski calories. So she better be hammering that ski. As soon as it hits 4, she can let go of the handles, step back to her bar, and she's gonna be performing max snatches, power, squat, whatever it takes in that remaining time of the 30 seconds. So if she's going hard on the ski, she'll probably get the 4 calories done in like 12 to 16 seconds. That means she's gonna have to hurry. She's only gonna have 10 to 12 seconds to get as many snatches as she can. You're keeping track. I mean, they should all get the ski calories done. You're gonna, the scorecard, and you'll write down, okay, she got 3 snatches. As soon as that 30 seconds is up, keep an eye on the clock, because it's gonna be a running clock all day. The scaled lady will then do her part, which is 3 ski calories, not 4, just 3. And she's gonna be doing power cleans with her bar, not snatches. Her bar is gonna be a little lighter, and she's gonna be doing cleans instead. So they do that 4 times, back and forth, just like that. And then the weight goes up for the next 4 rounds. They are responsible for adding their weight. We'll have the plates out while while the RX girl is resting before her turn. She has to slap some plates on, get her weight up to 95 pounds. And then when it's her turn, she better be ready to start on that skier again. And then the scaled girl will do the same, add weight. They will then do the heavier weight for 4 rounds. So they got the lighter weight for 4 rounds, the heavier weight for 4 rounds. Then, they don't know this yet, we're gonna tell them the night before, there's gonna be 2 more rounds at an even heavier weight. So again, snatches and cleans, light, moderate, heavy. The heavy one is only 2 rounds at the end. So that's a 10-minute workout. Then they'll have 5 minutes to transition. We'll be taking up this whole area here. The next event will be in this vicinity here. Got plenty of room. Hopefully we got enough flat spots on the floor because they have box jumps. They're gonna be doing alternating reps of box jumps and sandbag cleans. RX is gonna use the 20-inch box. Scaled will be using the 16-inch box. The sandbag will be 100 pounds for the RX and 70 for the scaled. I wanted to show sandbag clean. Follow me. The thing here is obviously they gotta stand all the way up at the top of their box. Doesn't matter if they jump or step off. As long as they hit the top of the box, stand up. Okay? There's no stepping. It's jumps. These are all jumps. Sandbag cleans.
For scaled and RX, they have to jump up.
Yes. For
They can step down.
right, or jump down, or cartwheel down, or fall down. I don't care. When they get up all the way, the rep counts, and those are alternating reps. Is that a weed whacker or a motorcycle?
I don't know.
Sandbag cleans. They're going to be in a hurry, so make sure they don't do nothing like this out here on the chest. It's got to be on top of the shoulder. 2 hands, 1 hand, whatever they do, as long as they're standing at full extension, just like I am right now. Full extension through the hips and knees, and then back down. So sometimes I notice people when they get in a hurry or the weight is heavy, they can only get that sandbag here where it's really just on their chest and they're kind of leaning back. This doesn't quite count. They got to get it up to the top of the shoulder, okay?
And they do have to open up their arm like you just did. I think we
Yeah.
said that in the video, and they
Yeah.
do not have to alternate arms.
We'll do that. I think we told the athletes that they do have to get that other arm out to complete the rep. So that'll be the standard, for sure.
And they do not have to alternate arms. They can stay on the same side the
Yep.
whole time.
So if they only feel comfortable doing it on the right hand, they can do right hand only the whole time. You're not in charge of making them alternate on that. So that's another AMRAP where they go back and forth. It's 10 box jumps, 10 sandbag cleans. I think that one might be 6 minutes. I don't know, whatever it is. 6 or 8. Then they'll have time before the next 15-minute increment for their last workout is all dumbbell. So they're going to be doing this is synchronized. Everything's synchronized. Lateral over the dumbbell burpees. Will be 2 dumbbells out for them. They'll be spaced out so no one's kicking each other in the head. Make sure they are stepping. The scaled people can step over. It's fine. The dumbbell or the RX ladies are actually jumping over. That means both feet have to be off the floor at some point. So if they lead with this inside foot and it lands before this other foot comes off the floor, that's a no rep. Okay, so then they're both going to have to do the burpee over again. So they better not screw that up. If they lead and they jump like this, both my feet were off the floor for a split second there, so that counts. A lot of people either jump with 2 feet or they cross like this, which prevents a step from happening. So it should be fine, but that's one thing you're going to look for on that. They have synchronized dumbbell snatches. Well, you know, the RX lady will be using a heavier weight. Make sure they're locked out at the top. This is a lockout. This is not. This is not. This is a lockout. Make sure they're locking out every rep. Synchronized, they gotta be locked out together at the top. With the burpees, I'm not gonna make it too complicated. You can't do another burpee until your partner has finished the last burpee. So if me and Carmen are partners and she's flying and I can't keep up with her on the burpees, she's standing there waiting for me to get over. She can stand up and take a breath while she's waiting for me to get over with my dumbbell. Once we do, we both completed that rep, she can go down and do her burpee while I'm going down and do my burpee. They don't have to have their chest on the floor at the exact same time or jump at the exact same time or anything like that. They just got to do the reps together. But the dumbbell snatches, they got to be locked out at the top together.
Are they from the hang?
No. From the
So
floor.
both heads of the dumbbell need to touch the ground as well.
And then finally, they have goblet squats with that dumbbell. They're going to hold it in the front rack position. Anywhere here is fine. Full depth squat. They need to stand up together. So just like the burpees, they cannot start another rep until their partner has finished the previous rep. Okay? And that, I think, is it's either a 6 or 8 minute AMRAP. That's going to be tough because there's no rest at all. They're going to be working together. And then they're done. So there's 4 events. They're going to rotate through. We have 45 to 48 teams. We're starting at 8 a.m. We'll be done by, what was the time, 1-ish or 1:30, 2 at the latest. Depends on if 3 more teams sign up. There's a break built in the middle where no teams will go. So that way the event 1 judges will have a 15-minute break. The next, as they go. As that ghost team progresses, those judges will have a break.
Yep.
And I think we have like 15 judges. We only need 12. We have more than 15. So if everyone shows up, we will be able to give each other lots of breaks judging, so you won't be standing out here doing the exact same thing for hours at a time.
Yep.
If you need a break and you haven't had one in a while and no one's coming around to give you a break, make sure you let me know so I can either fill in for you or find someone that can fill in for you. 'Cause I don't want you guys overworked and tired
Yeah, there'll be
and hangry. I don't want you hangry, no repping people who are doing good reps.
There'll be a food truck outside in the parking lot. What's the name of that guy again? That food truck guy?
I don't know, you ordered them.
Well, he delivers the food here. I can't remember his name.
Renegade
Anyway,
Real Meals.
yes, so he will have his food truck out here in the parking lot. You guys will be able to go get lunch there on us, obviously. Thank you guys for your help.
Okay, so the first heat next week, Saturday, will start at 8, so we need to be here by 7:30-ish. No, let's make it 7:30. That way we're not scrambling, we're wondering where everyone's at. We'll have everyone here at 7:30 ready to go.
Bella's doing the national anthem live.
Okay, thank you guys. We'll see you at the gym.